How's it going, everybody? It's Stas here. Welcome back to another video. So in this video, we're going to be breaking down the most recent natural gas report, going over some specific numbers from that report, as well as doing a technical breakdown on natural gas itself, UGAZ, DGAZ. I want to give you guys my opinions on those, as well as going over some weather here over the next 7 to 10 days, which could fluctuate future storage reports of natural gas, which thus will fluctuate the price of natural gas and thus fluctuate the price of UGAZ and DGAZ. So a lot to go over in this video, but before we do, all I ask from you guys, yes you, is if you enjoyed this video, simply go down below for me and hit that like button. And also subscribe to the channel if you want to see further content like this. And if you haven't claimed your 2 free stocks from Webull valued up to $1,400, your time is running out, guys. I think the 13th of February is the last day you can get those 2 free stocks, and that's linked down below in the description box. All you have to do is deposit $100 and you get those 2 free stocks. So let's get into it right off the bat here, starting off with a technical breakdown of natural gas. And what I'm looking at here, the ticker symbol is /NGH20, and these are the March natural gas futures. And nothing has changed really, guys, from the previous natural gas video in terms of a technical analysis here, because natural gas is still clearly downtrending. We were fighting the downtrend here a couple days ago from, I'd say, the 4th of February up to around the 7th of February. But if you guys were paying attention to the technicals, I believe this was on Sunday, the futures market opened up and we saw a massive drop in natural gas, guys, from about 186, and it ended up bottoming out at about 175 and is currently trading right now at about 178. So the fact that we didn't break out and do something like this means that obviously natural gas is still downtrending, and strictly from a technical basis here, this could be setting up, although I'm still bearish on natural gas in the short term, this could be setting up here for a potential bounce back, maybe from 175, 178, which again is where we're at right now, maybe back up to that 180 SMA, putting us at around $1.83, anywhere from $1.80 to around $1.83. And if you guys have been following these natural gas episodes, I do one once every week, right? I tried to at least, this has been a strategy we've been using. Every time natural gas gets a bit oversold, we like playing UGAZ, which goes up whenever natural gas is going up, right? Just for the mere fact that it has bounce back play potential. And that's kind of how I'm viewing this again as of right now. But before we do get deeper into this, let's talk about the natural gas report that came out a couple days ago here, and let's break down the numbers and see kind of where the storage is at compared to last year and on average over the past couple of years. I believe 5 years is the metric that they use here on the report. So overall, you guys can see here right at the top, weekly natural gas storage report for the week ending January 31st, 2020. This one was released on the 6th of February, so I am a bit late making this video, but as they say, better late than never, right? And we can see overall from this report that again was released on the 6th, we got a net change, a withdrawal of around 137 billion cubic feet, also known as BCF. And billion cubic feet, that's just the metric here that they use for the storage. It's the storage unit here of natural gas. And split between the regions here, we can see in the East region, we had a 40 BCF withdrawal week over week. In the Midwest, we had a 36 BCF withdrawal. In the Mountain region, we had a 7 BCF withdrawal. In the Pacific region, we had a net change of 0, not a BCF withdrawal or a BCF injection. It remained the same week over week. But South Central, on the flip side, saw a BCF withdrawal of 54, with salt seeing a 16 BCF withdrawal and non-salt seeing a 38 BCF withdrawal, totaling to that number 137 week over week. And if you guys have been paying attention to natural gas and these storage reports, you know that pretty much we've been seeing a lot less demand this year. The production is a lot higher, the production of natural gas compared to last year, and I believe on a 5-year average as well. It's actually a lot higher, guys. And we can see that down here in the summary. Working gas in storage was 2609 as of Friday the 31st. That's what we just talked about. This represents a net decrease of 137 BCF from the previous week. Stocks were 615 BCF, get this, higher than last year at this time, and 199 BCF above the 5-year average of 2410 BCF. So I believe last episode we covered here in terms of the report, the stocks were around 400 to 500 BCF higher. So as we're getting deeper into these quote-unquote winter months here, although it doesn't feel like winter out here, but as we're getting deeper into these months, the production is stacking up, and we have more in storage because it's not cold, right? The demand isn't there. There's not a use of this natural gas we have in storage, which is why we're seeing the continuation of the price being down. It's continuing to go down, guys. So now that we got some basic numbers here, we obviously have an understanding of production being a lot higher. Now it's still remaining that way. You know, we can understand that there is more potential downside for natural gas. At least that's kind of what I'm drawing from this. And when we look at the weather here, which we might as well just do that right now, we'll see that the downwards pressure here could definitely continue over the next 7 to 10 days. So let's take a look at some weather models here that I'm sure you guys will find interesting. So taking a look at this, we can see as of Tuesday, weather systems will impact the southern and eastern U.S. the next couple of days with rain and snow, although rather mild with highs still reaching the 30s to 60s, and why national demand still remains light versus normal since the only truly cold air remains confined to the upper Midwest. However, a more impressive cold shot remains on track to sweep across the Midwest and Northeast Thursday to Saturday. This, guys, could actually stimulate some demand in the short term, which we'll see over the next couple reports what that does end up doing. But we can see here where lows will drop to negative 20s to 20s. That's through Thursday to Saturday for a surge in national demand, like I just said, aided by lows of 30s into the south and southeast and 0s to 10s from Chicago to New York City. This late week system held recent colder trends in the overnight data. So there we can see it's starting off a bit mild, then we're getting a cold shot here from Thursday through Saturday, which again could stimulate some demand. But as we can see on this screenshot, more towards the bottom, the West will see a mix of mild and cool areas with some showers, and then after that Thursday to Saturday period, milder conditions will return across the South and East late in the weekend and next week. Overall, we're going to see light demand Tuesday through Thursday, high, very, very high demand from Thursday to Saturday. Then it's returning to low Sunday to Tuesday, as most of the cold air really is going to be remaining up in the Midwest. So we saw, based off of the weather there, we're going to have a little bit of a cold shot here, but the mild trend continues, guys. I feel like that's what it's been like. I feel like a report or two ago, we were seeing a lot of heavy cold air coming from Canada down to the U.S., but eventually it seems like that fizzled out. Mild weather continued from, I'd say, the beginning of February to now, and now we're seeing a little cold shot again, but overall, mild weather is still expected to continue even after that little mini cold shot that we'll see here in the next 2 to 3 days. So for me, the evidence is still pointing here. The fundamentals are still pointing to further downside for natural gas, but that again does not dismiss the bounce back play. We can still have a bounce back play even though fundamentals are pointing to more downside, because a lot of the time the technicals still play out regarding to what the fundamentals or disregarding fundamentals sometimes, right? So that's why we can see that little bounce back, and UGAZ again goes up whenever natural gas goes up. So we could maybe see a move here from $39-$40 up to, let's say, $45, $44, $45 before then continuing the downtrend, and from there we can then flip over to DGAZ, which goes up whenever natural gas is going down, and you're seeing here a DGAZ pull down to maybe a 300 retest. That could be broken if natural gas does see a little spike and UGAZ goes to 44, putting DGAZ maybe I'd say back to around 275, 280, which I'd definitely consider there as a potential dip buy. So looking at UGAZ and DGAZ, those are kind of some thoughts. I forget, was it the previous video I made or one of the previous episodes in the natural gas weekly series here? I put a price target on DGAZ of $300, and a bunch of you guys agreed to that. I think the title might have even been DGAZ to $300 or something. So now that we're here, I'm looking for it to find some sort of settlement, some sort of support, maybe around 290, 300. We'll see if that bounce back play again really happens with natural gas, and then we can get a better entry point on DGAZ. That's kind of how I'm looking at it at this point. But is natural gas going to go down forever, guys? Absolutely not. There's going to be a point here where it does find some sort of bottom. And remember, we've been saying price targets were 190. Obviously, we broke that. Another price target I've been hearing was 180. We broke that. We're pretty much at it right now. A really low price target I've been hearing was 150. And really at this point, guys, we'll find a bottom eventually, but I still think in the short term we might see a bit further downside before we do end up finding that bottom. But what do you guys think? It's not just about my opinion here. I would love to know what you guys, the rest of the YouTube community, the subscriber community, the Stasserfest, the Strive Smart community, the awesome community we have here. I want to know what you guys have to think about that. So let me know down below in the comments. And that's pretty much it for this video, guys. If you enjoyed it, let me know, again, down below in the comments. Feel free to drop a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see further content from me. And again, don't forget to claim your 2 free stocks. This offer runs out on the 13th of February. These stocks are valued up to $1,400. And all you have to do is deposit $100, guys. That's linked down below in the description box. So I'll catch you all in the next video. Thanks again for watching. Thanks for all the support. As always, peace out.